the next 4 quarters, only keep it at light. Strapped in tight, we're taking flight. From the field to the court, we'll have our sight.
It's your boy, Gary, Errol, Vic. It's a side piece. We'll be talking about.
All right. Anyway, I guess let's get into it. let's go straight Doge. Straight Doge. Here we go.
You know, the one that blew my mind the most, I mean, outside of cigarettes with lesbians, the 20... Right? Did you guys see that one?
Mine was the Iraqi Sesame Street. That was like, oh my God, Team America? For real?
The only one that's more ridiculous than the cigarettes with the lesbians is the $20 million or the $50 million for condoms in Gaza.
That was bad too.
Yeah. How many? I mean, Wilt Chamberlain is rolling over in his grave.
Yeah, 10,000 didn't cost me that much.
I got 50,000 babies.
Oh man!
He even got the lambskin, you know.
But so Wilt Chamberlain's mad about that. But do you think Magic Johnson's wishing he had some money for some of those back in the day?
I'm surprised there wasn't a research lab for the Magic Johnson AIDS Foundation to be like, I want to invest in that.
Yeah,
There's been some ridiculousness for sure with that USAID. They said that Chelsea Clinton got what, 86 million?
Something like that, 84, 86. It was up there. I was like, my God, for what?
Yeah,
For nothing.
There's a gas station in like Turkmenistan or Kazakhstan
With zero
customers.
Turkmenistan. What the fuck?
At some
Durka
stand. At
Durka,
some
Muhammad
stand.
Jihad, you know.
Yeah,
That's exactly what I heard when you said that. Turka. Muhammad Jihad.
And they, what was that? What was that gas station? That gas station was like, I think it was like
It was
$4 or $5
millions.
million.
Yeah.
I just don't know how people live with themselves that are wasting taxpayer dollars like that. Like, you can't have a soul.
Like
And
we
do
all
that.
know it's money laundering, right? Like that's not the
Oh, yeah.
secret. Like the secret is it's horrible money laundering. It's like, man,
Yeah.
really? You couldn't
So
like
my whole
itemize a
thing
little
is-
better?
it's like how stupid are these congressmen that are fighting it? Like, they know how bad that makes them look to the people. Like,
Yes.
you're just trying
Where
to
were-
keep it hidden.
Dude, where were they at just today or yesterday or whatever? Like they showed up to like a building. All the
Department
Democrats.
Oh yeah, Maxine
Education.
Waters and everybody.
Education.
Yeah,
like what were they
Yep.
doing there? Like what were they wanting to do?
That's another
Right.
money laundering scheme.
No,
They
but
were
like-
just
Oh,
setting
yeah.
up. It was just a media thing. That's why they brought cameras with them. They knew they weren't going to
They-
get in.
yeah.
But they wanted a meeting.
So did Trump cut the funding?
Yes. Well, and he
He's
said
trying
it
to get
going-
rid of the Department of Education.
Yeah, right. So why? So I don't understand like the dynamic there. Like, so he cut it or he wants to. Why'd the Democrats show up to talk to the people? Like, I don't get the
Because they
going on
wanted,
there.
they're trying to save it. Because what has the Department of Education actually done?
Nothing. We're like
Nothing.
Trump said, we're like a 50-something in the fucking world on education,
So
and we
with-
spend the most.
we were number one in 1979 before the Department of Education. The Department of Education started in 1980, and we are now 22nd in the world.
I thought it was lower
That's-
than that, but that could be true.
So, I mean, obviously, we're not doing something right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm no
right.
I'm no mathematician. My Common Core isn't great.
I mean, I
But
went to
2
school
plus 2 be
yeah.
4.
Yeah, I went to school during the Department of Education, so you know we're all dumb as shit here.
They shouldn't give us mics.
Hey, give them to everybody, Tony. Except we had to
Yeah.
buy ours.
Everybody
Should be
gets one.
anybody. The other one that was shocking to me, did you see Zelensky's like, they said 200 billion. We only got like 72 or something like
Yeah,
that.
they
Did you
said
guys see that?
77. Like there's 100 billion missing.
Yes. Not with an M.
No,
with
billion
the
like
B.
this.
For $1 billion. They said we accidentally sent the Ukraine 6 billion.
Yeah, but nobody can accidentally like just look past my taxes and be like, yeah, whatever he said, it's fine.
Joe Biden signed that thing now in this year. I think that if you get Venmo or PayPal $600, it automatically triggers something with the IRS for them to audit you. You guys know that?
No, I didn't know.
Yeah. So if I send you money electronically, and it's $600 or more, it automatically goes as income, and you have to report it. But somehow the Ukraine got an extra $6 billion, and the people in North Carolina got $750.
It was like 100 billion extra.
Yeah.
Like how
No,
the fuck
that's
do you
what they
miss?
can't.
How do you mistype that before you send it? 100
I
billion.
think I misplaced the decimal point on that.
Yeah. The
I
fuck?
mean, these
why
are
would you
people
even
that
send the
grew
money
up.
there?
They grew up with the Department of Education. Their
Yeah.
fingers don't
No
work
shit.
so good, and math don't math too well. So
Dude, like-
mistakes happen.
I'm all down for this. Let's take Panama. Let's take Gaza. Let's take fucking Canada, Iceland. I give a fuck. I'm whatever he wants to do. I'm down as a motherfucker because he has the balls to do it. And you know what? I voted for him. He has the balls. Let's do it, brother. Get to all these motherfuckers. Let's own everything. Fuck them. They owe us. We've been paying them for
Domination.
fucking years to do nothing. We've been protecting them for years to do nothing. Take all this shit. It's ours.
They said he
Gulf of
changed the
America.
name of the Gulf of Mexico because Biden signed something saying that we wouldn't
Drill.
drill for oil in the Gulf of Mexico. That's why he changed the name. That was pretty smart, you know. And they did a poll of the people in Greenland that said like 58% of them said they'd be okay with America taking over Greenland. Did you guys see that?
No.
Crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Crazy
was like, this is
times.
crazy.
Yeah.
It's
they're like,
crazy
yeah.
times.
If you
Yeah.
have a president
So-
like Trump, who the fuck doesn't want to be a part of it? Honestly, like,
So
be
I don't-
honest.
I'm just like,
Like,
it seems like he's like playing like every game he could possibly play. He's like, I'm going to keep everybody so off balance. They're not going to know what's actually going on.
He's
like,
a
he's
I'm
not
going
businessman.
gonna
to
go-
rattle. I'm going to rattle everybody.
And he's not going to go in and take these places. Like, he makes jokes about it because it's funny. Like calling Trudeau the governor. It's funny.
Yes. The
Dude, but
governor
if
of
we're
the
gonna
state.
go in, if we're
Within
gonna
right
go and
mind knows
rebuild Gaza,
he's not going to forcefully take these places.
no.
Like,
But
it
if
would
we're gonna
have to
go,
be through them allowing it to happen.
if we're gonna go rebuild the Gaza Strip, flatten it, take all the bombs out, rebuild it, build the buildings, us, yeah, we're gonna say that's our shit.
Yeah.
Like I
Well,
like,
have you seen Gaza? Like, I was
But-
looking at like just footage, and I was like, "This is horrendous."
but these
It's
people
not
get
a good place.
sensitive.
Concrete just
But
crumbled to the ground.
These people get sensitive. Like he's talking about just going in there and taking what's not ours.
That's
But if
because
we
we
go
don't
in
believe
there-
this shit.
But if we
I think
go
we
in
got
there
this
though,
because of the people he was. He said that Jordan and somebody else is going to have to take the people,
but if
and
we
that's
go
why
in
people are
there
getting all sad.
and we clean up the fucking devastation and we rebuild their buildings and we're established there, yeah, motherfucker, why not?
Hey, we're talking about Trudeau and Trump. Have you guys seen that one about it was on Canadian TV where it's Donald Trump and Trudeau and he's making him eat a Big Mac with no hands? Have
Oh
you guys
yeah, like a
seen that
dog.
one?
No, eat it like a dog.
You
It was
gotta
like
play.
it was a
You
skit,
gotta
wasn't
play
it?
that for Tony. Tony would love that. You have to
Yeah,
find that
it,
one,
it
Daryl.
was like a skit. It was funny as hell. I was like, "Never eat it like a
Oh,
dog,
No.
Yeah, beautiful dogs.
like a beautiful dog."
He died like a beautiful dog.
and
it
I'm
was
not even
bad.
the president.
Dude,
He's like, and I'm not even president.
Yeah, I'm not
I-
even president yet.
I'm behind this motherfucker 100%. And a lot of people
Dude,
get
the
scared by
California
it.
water thing.
A lot of people get scared by his tactics and how he handles shit, the way he says things, how he says things, when he says them. People get all frightened about it. And I told my mother-in-law this. I was like, act like it's a business he's running, right? You say some shit you don't mean sometimes. You say some shit that's overboard, whatever it is. But it's all
the art
in
of
the
the deal.
context of getting the deal done.
Yeah.
If you got to
Isn't it for the
intimidate somebody,
reaction?
if you got to talk to somebody else to intimidate this person over here or make them think, okay, you say it. You might not mean it, but it's to get this deal done over here. It's like, it's masterclass of business dealing, dude.
Well, because
Dude,
now
I-
Japan's going to
that's how I
invest
see
money
it.
in us again, or more money. They're going to invest like another $1 trillion.
Yeah.
Like
Well, and you
Nippon
got-
Steel is going to buy our steel now. Remember Nippon Steel? Like how
Yeah.
big of a pain in the ass they were when we worked at the mill.
Oh, yeah.
They're buying it from us now.
Well,
People
and
are
you got
still-
Canadian companies wanting to come build in America.
Yes.
It's
People are
crazy.
so
avoid
scared
the
about this
tariffs. Like,
this tariff shit. Why are you
and that's the whole
scared?
point of it. Like,
What are you
Look,
scared
like,
of?
the tariffs are made for that, to bring like Canadian companies come over, start building here. We start building
You're-
more here.
Unless you buy a lot of maple syrup, what are you worried about? Like
Maple
really,
syrup
like
comes
what are
from
you
Vermont,
scared
man.
of?
Maple syrup is from Vermont.
Yeah,
But you
most
don't-
of our maple syrup comes from Vermont. Like,
Well, whatever. I'm just
Down
trying to be
here-
funny. Like, what the fuck are you worried
Yeah.
about? Like,
Yeah. Well, because it's
Daryl
fear.
said it best.
Isn't that what it is? It's just fear. Since,
He,
like,
he
we've
intentionally-
discovered that we paid all these media outlets money to run a left-wing agenda, and basically it's fear tactics.
Yeah, did you
It's
see
fear
that
tactics
Politico
to be like, oh, we're
going
going
to
to make everyone just so shit scared of him, and what he's going to do, that they're going to side with us. That's their plan. Fear.
That is exactly what their plan is. But what I was going to say, like Gary said, Politico couldn't pay their employees, and the New York Times was getting money off of U.S. aids. Did you guys see that?
Yeah. There was somebody else too, and
Not
so
Magic
somebody
Johnson
else
AIDS.
lost their seat.
U.S.
No.
AIDS.
Yeah, it's different,
To say Magic Johnson probably has the U.S. kind.
You never know.
I don't know.
He did travel
U.S. one
internationally.
you can't recover from. I don't know.
Yeah. Have you guys seen that conspiracy theory? Which, I mean, obviously it probably is not, but they're saying, like AIDS is rampant in Africa. And that's where Fauci started like inventing, like testing him and Bill Gates.
Fuck
Have
Fauci,
you guys heard about that?
No, I don't doubt it.
Did you see that he can't be pardoned? I don't know if that's true or not either, but the Supreme Court got involved and said you can't pardon somebody who hasn't been convicted of a crime.
Yeah.
And Fauci
no.
won't be convicted. I don't know if it's true or not. It's TikTok shit, but yeah, I mean that's interesting.
That'd be crazy. Because
That
then
would be
Biden's
But
whole
it's true
family
though.
can't
Like,
be
how are you
pardoned
going to
then.
pardon somebody who's not in trouble
Yeah,
yet?
they're pardoned for things
Well,
they
hey,
may do in the
if so
future.
and so gets in trouble in 20 years, they're good. What the
Now,
fuck?
why
Like,
would you even do that if there was nothing to worry about to begin with? Like, if he had
Yes.
nothing to worry about being in trouble for, why even
Well, the
pardon
thing
him?
now is, like, if you forget to pardon somebody along that line and you get called as a witness, you can't plead the fifth. With a pardon, you can't plead the fifth.
Oh, really?
That's what they were saying. And
Right.
I was like, oh, that's crazy. I was like saying, and be like, yeah, I'm not going to answer that. You have to. Sorry.
No,
they won't.
because you're.
No.
Did you guys?
Dude,
I think
I
it's
know the
funnier to
law.
cut the money. Like, my favorite thing about this whole thing is, yeah, we just cut their funding repeatedly. We
Yeah.
made sure their whole, like, extra little bank account was going away. They make $150K a year, and all of them are millionaires. Something's weird. But nobody
you guys-
nobody ever thought to think, like, let's find the money. Like, all Elon did was follow the money trail, and it
What?
got them freaking out.
They're
And
saying that,
his 6 kids, his team of 6 kids, they're all autistic.
listen, I was going to say they're all like you, Daryl.
Yeah, they're all autistic, so they're task focused. You say, hey, find this for me, and that's what they do. They're like, all right,
They're like
cool, we got this.
bloodhounds.
Pretty
Hold on.
much.
Let me just make a sidebar of this and talking about Elon's 6 kids and Daryl. I was talking to Daryl the other day, and he's talking about Red Note. He's like, I downloaded it, but it's Chinese. I know. I was like, what the fuck? You just hate
No.
me? He goes, well, yeah, I'm looking the Chinese. Like, I got to read Chinese. Oh, do you know your brother knows Chinese?
I know he talks to him quite a bit.
See?
Gary, did you know this?
Yeah, I did not.
Daryl's like,
It's not like Chinese collusion, but
No.
like he talks to
No.
him quite a bit.
I don't have USAID, okay? Like, I was fired recently.
He talks to him on the phone, email, like all the time.
Like, okay,
Chinese.
all right. I really did work for USAID, and I was in charge of water drop races down windshields. I had to monitor who won, and now they cut my job and my funding, and now I'm unemployed.
Bastards. What raindrops ran the fastest?
You know,
Water.
believe it or not, slow raindrops.
The slow rangers. Those are always the ones that I bet on. Always.
Did you
If I had
guys
to
see the
bet-
cat? Hold on. Did you guys see the Cat Williams stand up? The clip it
Oh,
about
Yeah,
that
with
Mexican
Ron.
guy being fucking an asshole?
They said he ripped him
Yes.
for like 40 minutes.
Dude, I watched I didn't watch the whole thing, but I watched a minute of it, dude. And I was like, wow, yeah, because he goes, this is Mexico, motherfucker, or this is Mexican land, motherfucker, and Cat Williams was like, no, this is America,
So this
Like,
is
back
Phoenix,
in-
Arizona.
dude. And he even said the date of when it was annexed or whatever you call it to America. Oh, dude, yeah, he went in. He goes, this is America, motherfucker. Like, you got to support the country you're in, and then secondarily support the country you come from or whatever. But I liked it. I like Cat Williams, man. I think he's the best comedian out right now. I always have. Second to Dave
What-
Chappelle. All right.
what was Arizona part of the Louisiana Purchase? Did it go that far?
I don't know. I'm not big
I
on U.S. history like that.
thought the Louisiana Purchase was everything west.
And for pennies on
Because
the
it
dollar.
was Texas and part of California, Arizona, New
So
Mexico.
Texas Texas
that.
wasn't really included. I thought Texas was taken from
No,
Mexico.
Arizona was not part of the Louisiana Purchase.
So that might have been also part of the stuff from Mexico.
Yeah, the Gadsden Purchase was the agreement between the United States and Mexico that added land to the U.S. in 1854. Land included parts of present-day Arizona and New Mexico.
It's a Gadsden Purchase, huh?
Gadsden Purchase. Yeah.
So who'd you vote for, Vic?
I did not get to vote in this election because I was not registered, and I'll tell you why. I was fighting that court case, and I wasn't able to go get my license and register. So
Is that just because you moved? Because you
Yeah.
moved from state to state?
Mm.
Because in order
So
to
I-
vote, you would have had to be in Missouri or whatever, rather than
Yep.
Florida.
So
And
if you were registered, who would you have voted for?
I really liked RFK. I think RFK is a lot smarter than everybody gives him credit for.
Well, it's because his vocal cords were screwed up.
Yeah, it's
so like
that, it's
people
that
freak
thing
out.
that he has.
That and then
and-
like he was an addict, so they're like, oh, he was an addict for so many years. I'm like, and then
So since RFK joined Trump's team, are you behind Trump?
Any team, listen, we're part of the United States, right? So it doesn't matter who's the president. You don't want him to fail.
no, it's just
I mean,
we did fail.
that's
4 years.
like being the freaking wanting the ship that you're on to sink. That's why I think so ridiculous about the Democrats trying to harpoon everything that he does. Like, you may not like it, but my God.
Yeah, what you gonna do?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
You don't have to.
but
So
talking
real
about
quick, I will
RFK.
say,
Yeah, talking about
Go
RFK,
ahead,
like
Jay.
we're waiting on his
no, because I'm
confirmation
going to
vote.
go with. They're still waiting. I didn't know they haven't done it yet.
And then they
Uh,
delayed Cash Patel a week.
So
I think it was a
just
week
gonna
from
say,
Thursday or something like that. And then
with
Tulsi.
RFK, like people hate RFK, but they fucking love Ted Kennedy,
Yeah.
the senator who fucking literally drove into the fucking river and left that fucking girl to die.
Well, you know,
Like,
wait, I
nothing-
forgot about
nothing
that.
wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Drunk driving, fucking killed this bitch, went home, left her, didn't say anything. That's okay though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
yeah. I mean,
He said, "Oh fuck
You're
that lady.
blue.
I don't give a fuck."
if you're blue,
Like,
you can do
come on.
whatever you want.
Yeah. It's completely okay. It happens. You know?
We act like it doesn't, but it does. You know,
Yeah.
we just look away.
I gotta say, I like your answer, Vic. Like that was very
PC.
very smart of you. You've been thinking
But-
about that answer for quite a while.
But no, like as far as like everything going right now, it seems like it's chaos, but it actually seems like that's the point.
That's his intent.
The
That's
point is
his intent.
chaos because you got to knock the Democrats off. You can't let them know what you're actually doing. So what do? You go take their money. I'm gonna go take their money. I'm gonna screw with them that way because that's the only thing that seems to resonate with them.
And he just says some ridiculous shit
Yes.
because then everybody starts running and they don't know, like he's moving so fast. They don't know what to actually look into and what not to look
Yeah,
into.
the worst thing they could have done was give that guy 4 years off. You gave him 4 years off, and now he's just whipping your ass every week.
Yeah, that and I think maybe when they raided his son's room and his wife's panty drawer, I
Mhm.
think that may have made him a little mad and
Yeah.
getting shot.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
you
getting
can
shot
look
at
back
and
to-
then almost, then attempted again. So it's like, yeah, all right. I see how you wanna
think
play
I
it.
might be a little. I think I may be a little unhappy if that happened to me.
Yeah,
You
so the
know?
first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take your money.
Yeah. Oh, I mean,
Yeah.
that's what Reagan did too. Well, I mean, Reagan didn't take the money, but he cut off all. That's how he got the wall to fall. He started financially. You know,
We're going to
Would
break
you
them.
have went through? Would you have went through her panty drawer?
have you seen Melania Trump?
He'd be like, nothing here, nothing here.
Nothing to see here. These are all clean.
It's like Paulie on The Sopranos, sniffing them all. On The Sopranos, Paulie, you guys never watched The Sopranos, so
I have
Nothing
no
here,
idea.
nothing here, boss. Nothing here.
We're good. This whole room is clean.
Do you think
Except
some
for
were
that
missing?
spot.
Do you think
Yeah.
some were missing and that really pissed them off? Like
Oh, dude.
those favorite ones I like, where are they at?
But where are the pink ones?
Yeah.
Well, my
Come on.
favorite thing out of all of this is Pam Bondi right now saying, I'm going to release that Epstein list. It doesn't
Oh,
matter if cash
God.
goes in. I'm going to release it. I was like, Jesus. I was like, and then she was going after him saying, I don't know if Clinton was on that list, but I know he did this many trips with Epstein and he flew the country and there was a giant picture of him in a blue dress in Epstein's apartment when it was raided.
Why would
like all
they-
this crazy stuff.
Why would they delay Cash's whatever.
Because he says he's going to release the Epstein
Okay,
list.
so why would they delay it? Like, are they trying to like use this week to go hide some
They're
shit?
trying to find dirt
destroy
on
some
him to
shit.
fucking
Yeah.
find dirt on him or turn somebody to not vote for him.
Yeah. That's exactly what they're doing. They're trying
I'm
to
a-
get somebody not to vote for him. I just, like,
Because it's 3 votes. You need 3 votes to change.
hey, listen, here's a crazy thought. And not to say that I agree with Kanye and everything he said, because he's a freaking idiot.
I like Kanye.
He is
For
an
the record,
idiot.
I like Kanye a lot.
Do you see what he said today, though?
No,
Don't get us banned again.
what do you say?
Where he came
said
out
it-
as a self-proclaimed Nazi, supporting
my
and praising Adolf Hitler.
God,
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's an idiot. He's
what
an
were you
idiot.
gonna say, Vic?
So here's what I was going to say. I just let's conceptualize this one thing. Kanye uses words, right? Like
Well,
words.
They might be words, yeah, to some people. I mean,
I mean,
Hold on. Let me just get to the end of this. And they debank him. They freeze all of his assets. Diddy is knowingly raping people and all over the. I mean, can we
still has his
about-
money.
just to be clear, I don't think we could say that word on TikTok.
Grape. You guys say grape.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
let's think about that. Like
We'll
they
grape it up.
debank Kanye. He still got all his money.
Grape drink?
Yeah, grape out there, grape drinking, everybody.
Grape drinking every from the behind. Jeez.
Yeah.
Dude,
I think Kanye says
Pouring
this
that
shit
grape
like
drink out
I'm
your
a
ass.
Nazi and shit, just because he feels like he can. He has that fuck you money, and he don't give a fuck. Like I want to see
No.
I want to see what people say about it when I say I'm a fucking Nazi. Like it's
I don't know.
ridiculous.
Kanye's just fucked up. He's fucked
I-
up.
I mean,
like him,
he already
though.
had the attention on him after he had his fiance or whoever it was take off her fur coat. And she had like pantyhose on for like
Show
a
me your
dress. Or,
pussy,
like,
babe. Show me your pussy.
yeah, you saw
Yeah.
everything, dude. It's crazy.
that's stupid. He is an idiot. He is an idiot. So, but
Yeah.
I like it.
No.
Most of the shit he says, I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah, okay,
Nobody else will say
whatever.
it.
Yeah.
He-
But I'm a
he says-
Nazi. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah. That was today.
That's
I've been
crazy.
kind of going down the rabbit hole of Michael Jackson with everything that goes on and kind of looking into his music. And I found this thing with Aaron Carter where he went and stayed with Michael Jackson, right?
Yeah.
And, as have you guys watched this?
Yeah.
That Aaron Carter interview? So Michael Jackson was always known as the guy that touched kids, right? And he's like, no, he was never found guilty of it or anything. But Aaron Carter was, a kid who was probably not getting treated correctly by the industry. And so Michael
Backstreet
Jackson,
Boys,
brought-
right?
yeah, or Instinct. Anyway,
Had a
so,
boy band. I don't
it
know.
was a boy band.
It's Backstreet Boys.
And so
I wouldn't know.
Aaron Carter
You
goes
want it
to
that way, Tony?
so
He
Aaron
wants it
Carter
that way.
goes-
I want it.
Okay, fucking let's finish.
Aaron Carter goes to his house and Michael Jackson tells him, Aaron Carter's going over this to his interview and he's like, hey, I just want to know, you're always safe here. Don't worry about coming here. I'll keep you safe from everybody or whatever. And then he comes home and there's some record executives and lawyers sitting there. And they're like, did Michael Jackson touch you? And he's like, no. Was he inappropriate? And then he's like, no, he wasn't inappropriate at all. And so his mom's like, well, let me talk to him. And Aaron Carter, you can look it up. Could they go in the kitchen and his mom's like, just say Michael Jackson raped you. They're going to give you a ton of money. He's like, but he didn't. He was like really nice to me. He's like, she's like, but just say it. And then they're going to pay us for it. Like, it's wild. Look it up.
Yeah, I actually I
Look
don't
it
think
up.
Michael Jackson.
Let's pull it
I
up.
think Michael Jackson was innocent. Like
I think he was
I really
too.
do.
Me too.
Well, he didn't he stay at Trump Plaza too, or Trump Tower, like around his kids, and even Trump's like, I trust that guy around my
Yeah.
kids.
Dude,
Any
Macaulay
kid, like-
Culkin.
Macaulay Culkin said nothing happened. Like he loved that guy.
That would be the first
Also-
one to hit.
Also, did you know that he had
what I
bought
mean?
before he died, he had bought 61% of Sony? You guys know
Yeah.
that?
Well, didn't he
Yeah,
buy
51%.
Eminem's entire catalog too?
Yes. He was making a huge play before he died. Yeah, he was
Murdered. He was murdered.
unalive. You got to stay unalive. That's what gets us banned, dummy.
He was
You can't
Red
stay
Rum.
Well,
alive like
at
that.
least the podcast is on YouTube. I just can't clip this up.
He was murdered.
Yeah.
So
I
is
don't know.
Prince.
What was going on with Prince?
They killed his ass.
What?
Probably. I mean,
I
I'm not
don't
an
know.
investigator.
I don't know.
No,
I
he
didn't
was-
watch that
he was trying
documentary.
to
I was like, now,
expose the
now
shit.
we're all like, how?
Yeah, like
No.
why would they do
Look,
it? Like,
look into that shit. I forget. It was like a long time ago, but yeah, they killed that motherfucker too. I don't know if he was like in a lawsuit against like child trafficking shit or like pedophilia or what he was doing.
So
he
they
was trying
said
to
that
expose
he died from
something.
an accidental overdose of fentanyl.
Yeah, but he was trying to. He was
Accidental.
like just Kobe was in a fucking pharmaceutical fucking lawsuit, and then he got in the plane crash or helicopter crash. I don't know, man. They kill these people.
yeah, that's exactly what happens. That's exactly what happens. Anytime they think somebody's getting close.
Oh, isn't that like what, like allegedly what happened to Chester Bennington from Lincoln Park?
Yeah, I
was
Like,
gonna
he was doing
Chester
something
Bennington.
like
And
with,
the audio
like
slave
child,
guy.
yeah, child trafficking.
Chris
him and Chris
Cornell.
Cornell.
Yeah.
And
All
now
of them,
Lincoln
dude.
Park is back with a female singer, which is weird.
Dude,
I was like, why don't
terrible
you
as
just call it
fuck,
something else?
dude.
Just call him LP2.
Terrible.
Like, change the name
I
of the
never
band.
liked Lincoln Park anyways.
You didn't like
Really?
Lincoln Park?
No,
they're
a bunch of
good.
whiny fucking bitches, man.
I thought Chester was awesome.
Whiny fuckers.
Oh, I like.
Fucking
Yeah.
cry in your privacy, you fucking pussies.
Listen,
You didn't like
I
Transformers,
listened.
did you?
There, I was listening to Lincoln Park with Slipknot today. It was friggin' awesome. Corey from Slipknot doing Lincoln Park. You guys heard that one?
No.
Dude, it is awesome.
Was it AI or was
Slipknot.
it for real?
No, it's for real. It was before
Okay.
they died. It was a concert that they did.
Because have you heard those AI songs where like, it's like Sinatra singing
Yeah.
like Eminem and stuff? It's crazy.
Yeah.
This is wild.
Yeah, it's a wild time. I like Conway. What do they call it? Conway Fitty, where they take
Yeah.
Yeah.
in
That's
the
the
club with Conway Twitty. Oh, and Conway Fitty.
Who's winning that game, Vic?
Tony needs to know.
He picked the Chiefs. Oh, you're talking Nuggets? Nuggets won.
Oh, it's over.
12-91.
Damn, that
It's
was
not
quick.
even close.
That was a quick ass game.
Well, there's
Well, it's
still
not
5
over
minutes
yet,
left
but I
in the
mean,
fourth.
it's over.
Who are they playing?
Yeah.
I
Suns.
don't
the
even know. I
Suns.
just assumed they won.
Kevin
They're
Durant
playing the
ain't playing
Suns.
good.
Who?
Kevin Durant
He was on the trade block.
Not
He probably
playing.
don't want to play.
playing.
Not playing. He's not playing. He's not playing. MPJ isn't playing. Westbrook isn't playing.
Oh, MPJ scored 70 points in the last 2 games. He took a break.
Yeah, get your breather. Can't get too crazy.
There's something with his foot that Michael Malone was talking about where like his foot like falls. You guys know he has to like wear some sort of brace.
He's got like droop foot or something like that.
yeah, like
They get
Drop
something
foot.
like that. No shit.
yeah,
That's a real thing, Drew.
Yeah.
it's a real thing. Yeah, like his foot like just falls. Like he
Drop
shouldn't be
foot.
able to play in the NBA.
Something like that.
I don't know what it's called,
Wow.
but Mike Malone was talking about it. Like he was like most people wouldn't be able to play in the NBA with this condition that he has because it just like
Why?
I don't know. It's
I guess
wild.
they just call it foot drop.
Foot drop. That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I
all
think-
I've been saying. Drop foot. Blackfoot.
He got the,
That's
yeah,
what
he
I
got
said.
the-
Drop
Yeah.
foot.
He got the Mr. Deeds, you know.
He shoots
I don't even
fucking
know what
17
what
threes
is-
in 2 games and he
What
drop
is
foot.
drop foot anyway?
It drop.
Yeah, it just says a condition where the foot is unable to lift off the ground properly due to weakness or paralysis of the muscles that control the upward movement.
See,
Yeah,
it's wild.
Weird. Could be nerve damage, a stroke,
Well, he had those back
MS,
problems.
muscular dystrophy, spinal cord injuries.
It's the spinal cord injuries when he was in college at Mizzou. That's what it is. Made his
Now
foot
we
drop.
can't trade him now. Too late.
Now, with the foot drop, that just dropped his fucking. That drop what we give for him.
He's got one back foot. What are you gonna do with an NBA player with one back foot? It's
Dude,
not like he'd be like Bertaro Cologne.
Dude, he has probably one of the best.
Can't just sit up there and
Shots,
bat,
though.
you know. Get a
He
pinch
has the
runner.
best jumper in the league, man. When that guy's
Dude.
on, order.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's gorgeous.
But you know
They
he
did
needs a
just-
break after every couple of games. So
Hey, guess who's number 8 on that list we were talking about earlier today?
you okay?
Coming up on Will Chamberlain, Kevin Durant.
KD, no shit.
Yep.
I figured he's got to be pretty high up because
He's
He-
played forever. It
he's won
seems like
scoring titles and he's played since they were the Supersonics, for
Yeah.
fuck's sake.
KD looks like an old man. Like you look at him like he look old.
He is old.
He is old.
What's
I remember
Jokic
when he
going to
played for
end?
Texas Tech.
Texas Tech. You mean Texas Longhorns?
Longhorns, yeah. I'm sorry. He played for the Longhorns, yeah.
Where do you think Jokic is going to end up being when he's retired? Like on the
On what?
all-time list. all-time list, like
Of scoring or just greatness?
just all-time, like greatness.
Oh, I think he'll be the smartest player that ever played for sure.
Really, you don't think LeBron fans will fight against that?
No, I don't know. Who gives a fuck?
LeBron
LeBron
still want to
can't
fight
do-
against Jordan.
Like the plays Jokic makes is just so fucking smart. Like,
Well, and now
What do
he
you think
leads
about-
the league in 3-point percentage.
yeah,
That's the dude. That's the craziest thing.
The
He's like
craziest
at
thing is
50
he's shooting half quarters.
53% or
shots.
whatever
Yeah,
he
it's
was.
fine.
yeah.
Dude, like,
Fuck half quarter. He shot that fucking. He shot that one as soon as he inbounded, turned around and one-handed it from fucking.
Yeah. And then me and
three-quarter.
Vic got in trouble like right after that. It was crazy.
In terms of shots, had he had that tap in from 3/4, that would have been a better one. Where,
Oh,
where
yeah,
like they
that
threw it
one
to him
was
and he just
good.
like volleyball
just
shot at
hit
it.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't.
If he would have made
like,
that, you'd been like, come on, dude, really?
What about
You know,
triple
the thing-
doubles of all time?
Oh,
He
he
could
could
be
be
most
one.
all time.
The thing about
He'll be
Joker
close.
is 8 years in the league, he's got one title. You can look at a guy like Tim Duncan, who at 8 years already had two. You know what I mean? We're talking about titles earlier.
Right.
How much faith do you have in Calvin Booth to win more titles with the Nuggets, right?
No, he needs to
mean-
go, man.
And he is not knocking down points like a crazy amount. He'll be I think he'll be one of those guys that obviously he'll be the highest center ever in assists. You know, he'll be up
Right.
there in rebounds, but not in points.
Well, because of the game he plays, like the damage on his knees isn't like significant. Like he's not jumping up, like crushing down on his knees all the time. And if he does
No.
jump up, it's only like this high.
Yeah,
I bet
he
he'll be
does.
He not-
pretty
he not
high on
jumping high.
points. I bet he'll be pretty high on points by
I
the
think
time
he'll be
he
like
retires.
I think he'll be number one in triple doubles.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But
Yeah,
points, like I don't know, like look how long LeBron played, like forever.
Yeah, he's not going to hit LeBron numbers or
No.
any of that, but I bet he'll be pretty high on the list by the time he's
Top
done.
10 maybe, top 15.
Oh, yeah, I could see top 10.
29,000.
LeBron.
How many points
So-
does he have right now?
I don't know. Well, look, let's see.
20,000?
No way.
What do you think?
I bet he's
15?
probably at 17,
Yeah, he has so many career days, you never know. 15,505.
5 in 8 years. That's 2,000 points a year. So if he played 10 more years, that's 20,000 points. KD's at 29,000 right now,
2,000
he's number
points a
8.
year?
right? Just
Just under, yeah.
I'm just
Pretty close.
thinking like that's a lot of
Round up for
fucking
math.
points.
Yeah.
No, I'm not like questioning your math. I'm just saying like that's a lot of fucking points a year. You play
That's a
82
lot.
games.
do what?
You play
72
82 games.
83 games,
Yeah.
86 games,
82 if you play every game.
Yeah.
83. I thought it was
Is that-
83.
The 73-9 is the best record of all time. So that'd be 82.
So 2,082 games. That's a lot of points.
That's monstrous, dude. Like that is
The-
a lot of games. But then you look at LeBron, who's got like 1,000,000 points.
Fuck him.
1,000 is a 41,000. God, I hate that dude.
So
Yeah,
if
40,
he- if he
party
plays
like Dogecoin.
another-
41,599.
If he plays another 10 years, then he's going to be right at 36,000 if he continues on that
Yeah.
pace.
That'll put him around.
Pretty-
That's a lot.
Pretty fucking impressive.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a lot of fucking points. I mean,
And he'll
Because
have
what's Jordan at for points? Now, he's
Right ar-
obviously, if he plays 10 more years, it'll be more than Jordan played.
it's
but-
right around there, I think. Jordan's right around the
I'm-
35.
I'm
Mark,
pulling
right?
it. Hold on. It says on here 32 to 92.
Oh, there too. So
Yeah,
33.
Carl-
So it's LeBron, Kareem, Karl Malone, Kobe, Michael, Dirk, Wilt, KD, Dak, Melo, Moses Malone, Elvin Hayes,
Melo's
Hakeem,
up there,
James
huh?
Harden. Melo's number 10.
oh wow.
He's got 28,289.
He was
This
a
is on
scorer,
NBA.com.
man. He didn't play defense or nothing else, but he was a good
Hey,
scorer.
listen though,
He did
Hey,
shit else, but he was
a
great.
graphic just came up. His career all-time points per game, 28.9.
God damn.
That's a fucking ton, bro. That's
Like,
a
we
lot.
better get that guy 1 or 2 more championships. Like, Calvin Booth needs to go, and we need to get this guy just, like, 2 more bench players. Decent bench players. That's what we need.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, Brown should have never fucking left.
No, but he wanted
Like,
that
we
money.
should have
and we
figured
could,
that out.
well, because
Well,
we
should have
couldn't
figured
we
that out.
couldn't pay. Well, if we extended him, we couldn't pay him what he can get free agent wise. It was by
He
a
got
lot too. It wasn't by a
$45
little
million
bit.
a year. He got ridiculous money. He got like stupid money.
Well, Vic
Yeah, he's not
said
worth
this.
that.
Well, Vic said this before, like, and I agree. Like Jeff Green and Bruce Brown, with them leaving, fucked us.
Yeah.
That
It-
they were the bench, dude. They could come in and score, keep pace with our starters.
Yes.
We just didn't lose so much, you
Yeah.
know.
No. Now Jokic sits down where he comes back with a deficit.
But here's the thing: the way I don't know if you guys have been watching him lately, and we're way off on the side piece because we did, we don't usually talk this much sports. But the thing is, he's getting a rotation, like he's playing everybody, and maybe Mike Malone changes his coaching strategy because prior to this, he only did a 7-man rotation. It was fucking Jeff Green and it was Bruce Brown, right? He only had 7 guys that he would play.
Well, yeah, nobody would play play. You're like, this is crazy.
When Bruce Brown came in, he was energy off the bench in those finals.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude,
he
he is so
brought it.
fun. Yeah, Cowboy Bruce, man, killing it for us. The
They're
Suns,
buying him
though.
out, aren't they? Somebody told me.
Yeah,
they're-
it's something weird where like we don't have to pay him the amount, so we could get him back pretty cheap, I guess.
Does he want to come back?
I don't
Is
know.
Uncle Jeff still playing? That's all I wanted.
I think
That's
he
fine.
retired.
I mean, he was only like 73.
I think he retired.
Let's see. Jeff Green. His recent game was the Nets and the Rockets, so he plays for one of those two.
I think he plays for the
He
Rockets.
plays for the Rockets.
The one that I was really disappointed. The guy we drafted that tore his Achilles was supposed to be that guy, that Deron Holmes.
Yeah, I don't even remember that dude.
Where does Bruce play?
It was Toronto, and then he got
Raptors.
traded, I think.
Oh,
Yeah,
did
I
he get
thought
traded
got
again?
last year. Yeah.
The Pelicans. He plays with the Pelicans.
And does he want to come back
I don't know.
here?
Like,
He
he's
loves
only
Kevin.
averaging like 8 points a game right now, and I don't know if he's starting or what. But yeah, he went to the Pelicans.
We get him back, dude, and I'll have more confidence in us
A little
winning a
more faith,
championship.
you know.
Yeah, because,
Well,
we need
we
bench.
can't be OKC and we can't be Minnesota.
Minnesota's
Tough, though.
because they have Uriah. That the guy who fucking built the Timberwolves built the Nuggets.
Oh, that was Connolly,
I thought it was
Versus-
Uriah.
Tim Connolly,
Where go check up Uriah. I thought Uriah came from,
president of the Minnesota Timberwolves, Connolly.
and he was with the Nuggets too.
Yeah, from 2013 to 2022.
And what about the general manager, Uriah?
I guess it's Timberwolves GM.
Jeez.
What are you laughing about, Tony?
So Matt Lloyd is the general manager of the Minnesota Timberwolves.
I don't know where you're getting Uriah from. Is my I'm laughing.
There was a guy. I thought that was his name.
Yeah, Matt Lloyd's the current GM for the Timberwolves.
I mean, that's a cool name.
Awesome name.
I'm gonna have to find out who. It's URAGI. He had a
URI.
UR. Is that what it is?
It's got to be URI.
G.
AJH, maybe.
Uriah.
Oh my God, yeah. This is like complex.
This is way too much.
Uriah.
Uriah. I'll find out where he's at, what he did.
Anyway, to go way back to side piece topics, we were in Tony's truck coming home from work one day.
What?
And the guy that rides with us, Josh, he picks up window wiper fluid. And he says, did you guys know this is flammable? Windshield wiper fluid is fucking flammable. It's wet.
Yeah.
Shouldn't it put out the fire? No, it's fire. Yeah, don't use that to put out fire. It makes
Just
more
like
fire.
gasoline.
There's methane or something in
It even says on there, cannot make not flammable.
it. Cannot make no more fire.
No, like they cannot make windshield wiper fluid that's not flammable. It says
Oh,
it on
methanol. Sorry, my bad. It contains methanol.
Did you guys see a couple of years ago where there was a fire in the ocean?
Yeah, that's weird, right?
the oil.
I can't remember what
Them
it
on
was.
top, maybe?
But there was a fire in the ocean, and so the ships were just circling it, pumping water out of the ocean back into the ocean onto the fire.
That makes sense.
Read it.
Yeah. Just spread more fire water to more
Oh.
fire water. It's fine.
Yeah, it was wild.
But because
years ago.
because of that, I started thinking, I was like, what the hell else is flammable that you don't know is flammable?
Coffee creamer.
Oranges.
And that was going to be my next one because in prison, if you squeeze it,
Yeah.
oranges.
Ping pong balls. They don't melt. They stay on fire.
They're like napalm.
Marshmallow peeps.
Those things,
Shut the front door.
dude. Those things.
They
look
stay
like
on
would
fire
catch
until
fire.
they become just a blob of black.
That makes sense.
Did you look at this?
I'm looking at it right now.
What does it say? Put it on the screen. I have Marty. How did you find marshmallow peeps as flammable? Like, what is flammable? Marshmallow peeps?
Hold on. It's right here.
I can't
Zoom
see
in.
that.
I can't zoom in. It's on the screen. It's on the thing. Let's see. We can go.
This is marshmallow peeps
control-
are flammable.
There you go. More,
When
more.
exposed to flames, they melt, burn, but they do not completely disintegrate.
hardened into a blackened blob of goo.
And we eat
Yeah.
those. I knew I didn't
All
like
day.
pizza.
I do not.
Well, I don't.
They are-
No, I hate those.
Fucking just
So
they're
this is
fucking
other
disgusting.
things you wouldn't think are flammable.
When I was a
Flour.
little kid, I used to eat the fuck out of them, but I grew
Dude,
up.
I
and
can't
was
So
stand
like,
marshmallow
flour,
peeps.
like flour. I remember one time at the pizza place we used it for an ashtray, and it's not really flammable when it's just in like a pile form, like it'll smolder. But just like coffee creamer, if it's thrown in the air and lit, it goes up like it makes a fire cloud.
Yeah. Crazy, right?
That's why grain silos are so dangerous. Is the dust is super flammable.
That and
Yeah,
you
there's
friggin'
there's your coffee creamer. Ping pong, or as the Chinese would say, ping pong.
what the
Mothballs.
fuck?
mothballs.
Ping pong.
That's from Balls of Fury.
Balls of fury. So stupid.
Or
What
the
else?
Chinese would say, ping pong.
What kind of cup you got there, Gary?
Skeletor.
Oh, there you
You're-
go. Little He-Man.
I could write a book about things you do not know.
What you got? What
That's
what is
General
it?
Edstone.
My daughter
Do what?
made slime out of gain.
Oh, that's probably flammable
Gain
too,
balls?
because laundry detergent is
Laundry
flammable
detergent-
as well.
Gain
Yep.
balls.
Yeah, that is
Slime.
flammable right there in your hand.
It smells
Flammable.
like gain. What is it?
Flammable shit. As weird as that,
Oh,
I was
just
like, man,
goo?
so we
This
just got
shit's
like
probably
hazards
not
like
good
all
for
around
you.
us, including windshield wiper fluid. So if your car's on fire, don't try to,
Probably not
hit your
good for
windshield.
you.
Don't try and hit your windshield at all. It'll just go up in flames.
Who knew?
The more
Don't
you know.
wash your
right?
hands. That shit smells
Just
good.
so strange. I was like, this is the strangest thing I've ever heard of in my life.
Yeah, that is definitely nothing that I would ever think of.
No.
As,
And the oranges. What the fuck with the oranges?
yeah. Well, that's a big thing too on drinks now. They'll take the orange and do it around the lip for the aromatics.
Oh yeah, and then light that on fire.
Yeah. So that's the other reason why I know about it is they'll squeeze it, hit it with the lighter, and the aromatics of the burnt orange as you're drinking it. Because my favorite drink is an old fashioned.
Oh, I love an
Oh.
old fashioned.
Dude, I love old fashions. What is better than an old fashioned? What's your favorite drink, Daryl?
Oh, I do an old fashioned.
Gary?
I like to use the 1792 whiskey.
That's a good one.
Just the straight regular bitters.
Mhm.
I do like to do the a couple of cherries though. I had a couple of cherries instead of just the one, the standard cherry. I do
The
a couple.
standard cherry.
Yeah.
Do you do simple syrup or do you muddle a sugar cube with the bitters?
No, I just do the simple syrup. Just a couple. Just because
Yeah,
when you muddle the sugar, sometimes it stays grainy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then you drink it, and you're like, that's a little grainy.
I do a tequila old fashioned, right? Grapefruit bitters, agave, and a reposado. Best summer drink on the
Okay.
planet, man. It's
What kind of
super
tequila?
good. It just a reposado.
Doesn't matter.
I mean, I like Don Julio is what I drink for tequila. If not, my go-to tequila is Don Julio. 1800 isn't bad either,
Is it the pure agave tequila or is it?
Oh, it's good. I won a bet the other day, and somebody got me this stuff. Hold on. I mean, Daryl, you know all kinds of crazy languages. House of the Dragons.
Jeez.
Oh, dude, it is.
That's English still.
So how long do you got to wait to drink that shit?
8 months. It's got to ferment. Oh, it's empty. They took it from him.
I was trying
we
to
just
help
gave you the
there.
box.
Listen, no, I like the box because it's a really nice. Like I don't know why it was, but I got this in December, so. But it is. If you guys ever see this stuff right here, and you
What a
like
nice
to
Hasta
see
Dragones.
Big eyes, but a nice fuck.
fish. It's a
Little
good
Martin
one.
Lawrence there.
I don't think I've ever heard that one. Gary, what's your favorite drink?
Beer.
100% Rocky Mountain water.
Just no
My
Budweiser, none of
favorite
that
drink?
gay beer, but
Probably water.
alcoholic,
Alcoholic
drink,
drink,
Tony.
Tony. Like you go on Bloody Marys, you go on margaritas, you go on
I'm
martini.
gonna go. Yeah, you know what? Bloody Mary and a margarita are tops, man. I'll probably say Bloody Mary.
You
like
like
the
it spicy?
Bloody Mary.
Yeah,
That's what Tony likes.
spicy.
Tony likes that spicy Bloody Mary.
You drink it just for breakfast, or do you drink it all like you drink them at
I don't
night,
drink
too?
them very often, but like it's my favorite.
I don't like
Whenever-
the
when-
Worcester. I don't like the
whenever
Worcestershire
it's like-
sauce.
It's
Who's your sister
actually
sauce?
pronounced Worcestershire.
Yeah, whatever it is.
Worcestershire.
Who's your sister sauce? You know, it's the good stuff.
It's actually named after a place. Like that. It's how
Yeah.
it's said.
It matters.
Yeah,
not
how would you like
me.
to live in that place, Gary?
Well,
you
it's
live?
in England, so I would not.
Yeah. It matters not to me. The shit's terrible. If I cared enough to eat it, I'd probably worry about pronouncing it correct, but I
Oh,
don't.
Worcestershire sauce is amazing in some things.
I love it. Bloody Marys is, dude. You put some bacon and some olives and some celery in a Bloody Mary. Oh my God, dude, ain't nothing better.
Tony makes like a salad of the drink. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you can
It's
have
a
your whole
BLT.
breakfast in that motherfucker, dude. I'm telling you.
No.
No,
one
beef
egg and some
sticks in
BLT.
that bitch. Oh, dude, let me make you one.
No. Their big
Get
thing
your
now,
pork.
especially down here, is doing like a Bloody Maria or I
Maria.
can't remember. I
Yeah,
can't
don't say
remember
that
what
3
they-
times in the mirror.
Yeah, where you put tequila in it. You
Is
put
a
a
Bloody
Reposado.
Maria different than a Bloody Mary?
Yeah, you put Reposado tequila in it. So instead of getting like vodka doesn't have a whole lot of flavor, so you put a Reposado tequila in it, and it's pretty good. It
There's
gives
a
it
lot of bloodies, huh? A lot of,
Yeah, just don't say
it's
it in the mirror. You gotta
It's
be
a
careful.
bloody body. It's a
I'm gonna
bloody
make a
body.
bloody crystal.
You remember that skit on MTV? Ah, it's a bloody body.
Yeah.
They're on the train. Ah, buddy, dude, homie. The
That
train
reminded me of
wreck.
Terrence and Phillip.
Oh,
Just
fuck.
the flapping heads.
Hey, buddy.
But was that on South Park?
Yes.
So dumb. Did they
Uh,
ever open up Casa Bonita?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has
it's open.
anybody been there since it opened up?
It's still
No.
like you got to be like willing to wait all day because they stopped doing reservations. Like, is they were taking reservations and then they would just like email you like, oh, you can book your reservation now. It was crazy. I know one guy that went. He said it's awesome. Food's better. Awesome. It's an experience
Well, I
now.
mean, the food was never anything to write home about. It was more about
Oh, dude,
the
that was
experience.
cafeteria food all day.
Yeah, it was terrible. Nacho cheese, the cheapest grade beef you could find,
Yeah.
canned enchilada sauce. It was terrible. That was
Yeah,
the
me
worst.
and Tony went. We had a table by the divers, so they dive in the water and the water splashes on your food, and then it tastes like chlorine. So it was good.
It was
Spice it up
never
a bit,
about
you
the
know?
food.
It
No.
was never about the food. It was
But you
always
got
about,
them sopapillas and some weird shit, so it's fine.
They they only signed on for another like round of South Park so they could do that.
That makes
Because
sense.
they loved it that much. They loved Casa Bonita that much growing up that's like they're like, oh, we got to go get Casa Bonita. We can't let this thing
Yeah.
close. This is a
Like,
Colorado.
I want to
icon.
watch the documentary, the Casa Bonita documentary that they did on it. They said it was like Kitchen Nightmares. They
Oh,
went in there like,
really?
yeah, it can't be that bad, and it turned like everything was fucked up.
And it was that bad.
How
It
bad
was
could it
worse.
be?
Yeah, horribly bad. Like they would have been better bulldozing it to the ground and starting brand new.
With that pink building.
Yeah, it's still pink, super pink now. They made sure they gave it a fresh coat of pink, like that flamingo pink or whatever. Not flamingo pink. I forget what it's
I don't know.
flamingo.
I don't know
pink,
color pink.
Pepto pink.
Pepto pink. That's a good description. That's an
Uh-huh.
accurate description of Casa Bonita. Pepto pink.
Tony
That-
turned
that-
sideways.
That was weird.
So he's like, boop, boop, done.
Yeah,
That's his outro video.
that's his. He says, you know what? I'm done. I've had enough of you guys.
Sideways out. No, he's still in there. He must be looking something up. But yeah,
Oh, is that what happens when you look something up? It does that.
yeah, it just goes to
Yeah.
the thing.
The thing with the thing and
So
the other thing.
I
Just
was going to
says
say, you brought up the movie last week, Three Identical Strangers
Identical strangers.
documentary.
Yeah, it says
Yeah.
3 Identical Strangers. Like it's on Tubi. So
Yeah.
like, yeah, I haven't had a chance to watch it. But Gary was like,
I
"What
watched
movie is
it.
it?"
I watched it.
How fucking creepy is it?
I mean, I'm not surprised.
Dude, I'm
that
telling
was
you.
the time.
Yeah, because the premise is they took 3 kids, like 3 identical twins or whatever, and then they sent them to different families.
Triplets. Yeah, they
Yeah.
took
But they did it
triplets.
with, it wasn't just the triplets though. They did it with several of them.
Yeah, they did it. But it was all based
It was
on
focused on those
On those 3.
because they go to college and one guy meets what he thinks is his twin, right? They're like,
Okay.
oh God, blah, 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 blah. And so then they get on like Good Morning America. And this other guy's like, oh my God, it's like I'm looking in the mirror. I wonder if I'm related. And so then the third guy comes in and they talk about how they could remember people coming to them and like asking them questions, and their parents said, "Oh, it's all part of the adoption process. They just want to see how it's going." And basically they all ended up committing suicide. And
Damn.
it was
No, only one is dead.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, one
that's
committed
all right.
suicide. The other two are still alive. The parents didn't even know what happened. Like, they didn't know there were others out there. Like, it's a fucked up situation. But that's that period of time. Like, there was that psychologist, I forget his name, that really pushed like the behaviorism. Like, you give me a
And
kid
this
and
was
I
all
can
for an
turn him into
experiment, right?
whatever.
yeah,
Yeah,
It was
was
just an experiment.
To see how they would do in different types of families.
to see if it was nature versus nurture, right? They
Yeah.
knew they were identical triplets, which is like an anomaly in nature. So they took all three of them, they put it on a well-to-do, a working class, and a poor family, and to see how successful they would be. But
So which one didn't make it?
I don't
forget
remember.
which one committed suicide. Yeah, I
Because
can't
you
remember.
think it'd be the upper end or the lower end, right? Like the middle would be like,
Yeah.
shit's neither good nor bad here.
Yeah,
But if it's good, it's too good. If it's bad, it's too bad. That kind of thing.
like I said, I can't remember. It's been probably I watched it in Kansas City when I was still married. I've been divorced for 5 years, and I've been here a year, and it was when we first moved to Kansas City, so probably sometime in 2014, 2015,
Okay, so
somewhere in
it's
there.
been a minute for you.
It's been a minute, but yeah, and it happened I think it happened in the 70s or
That's
80s.
crazy.
It was the 70s, I believe, because
When they were
they're born.
when they were growing up, and in the 90s is when they were in college and all those things.
Oh, when they found each other and stuff.
Yeah. So, because I can remember watching like when they were on Good Morning America. It's a good
So did
documentary.
they do like genetic testing just to make sure they were actually like siblings, or did it just come out confirmed like, yeah, we know they were all born at the same time, they got adopted out to different families?
No, there's a way that they know it's all linked together, and I can't remember.
I don't know if they did tests or not, but the adoption agency eventually admitted, yeah,
Shit.
we purposely placed these kids in different homes. Like, they told them, like, yes, we did this. They were identical triplets. We purposely split them up.
Okay.
Yeah, it's wild, man. You got to watch it, Daryl. Because it's wild, man.
Yeah, because that seems just crazy. Like, because I read the premise, because I looked it up to find it, and I was like, okay, let me see what this is about. It's like, wow, that sounds insane.
Yeah,
You
it was pretty good.
Just for an experiment. Like, let's do
Yeah.
this just for an experiment. You're like,
Well,
They don't know how many. There was a couple other groups of twins that they know that were placed like that, but they don't know exactly how many identical siblings they split up for that study. And
That's
they never
crazy.
published the study. Like, they kept it all.
it's
Yeah,
all
it's all
they
classified
never
then,
published
yeah.
anything.
It's
Or
sealed
we're-
for 99
we-
years.
we learned nothing from this.
No,
right now.
they sealed
Yeah.
all the records of it. They sealed all the records for 99 years
Why?
because it was so fucking controversial what they did.
Yeah, but like you figured like they wouldn't be able to seal it for 99 years. It'd be like, yeah, we could seal this to like 80,
Hey,
75.
Let's think about this for a second. They didn't steal the fact that they gave the Tuskegee Airmen syphilis, and we now know what went on with MLK.
Yeah.
How heinous does it have to be for them to be
You
like,
did not want those released.
yeah, seal all of it, like all of it?
But
Oh,
I don't
Lock it
I don't
down.
think it's the government that did any of this. It wasn't the
Oh,
government. It was
fuck.
just this adoption agency.
No,
Maybe
Yeah.
it was USAID.
no.
Could have been anybody,
It was definitely something to do with the government. It had
I
to
don't
be.
think so. I think it was just this group of rich people that ran this adoption. The people that
Oh,
should not
this-
be named ran this adoption agency.
And
Like,
that's not
it's a
who
whole
runs our
group of them.
government.
But it,
Wait a second.
but it doesn't mean they're the same ones, though.
It's just very close to being.
Like, the government is
same
never
people.
mentioned at all with any of it.
The government had to know what that was going on. There's no fucking
Well,
way. It's like saying
and-
they didn't know that we were giving fucking LSD to the inmates back at fucking Alcatraz.
Right?
Like they're saying they didn't know that they were feeding fucking crack cocaine in the 80s to the fucking Los Angeles.
Yeah, it's,
Or the guy that broke the story, how he magically unalived himself.
Oh
shortly,
yeah.
shortly
No,
after breaking the story.
it's weird if you got really good, like a good source or a really known thing, and you're like, yeah, cool, I know this. I know something nobody else knows. You won't know it long.
No, yeah. As soon as you know, and everybody knows that you know, and you like the guy
It,
with
it
the
doesn't even take everybody. It takes like one person to know what you know, and is it be like, no, this is too good.
it's like the guy
Yeah.
that leaked the Clinton emails that what was it that he said that she had the server, or was it the John Podesta? He was shot back. He was shot in his head, the back of his head twice. And they said it was
Suicide.
yeah. No, that one was he was mugged. They said he was mugged and shot in the back of his head twice, but he was in like a neighborhood jogging where all the homes were $1 million or something ridiculous.
Yeah, something crazy, something ridiculous.
There was no muggers in the neighborhood. Basically, we all know. Everybody knows it's just all in plain sight.
Well, yeah, you can't get away with something if it's hidden. If it's hidden, like gives more people a reason to dig, right? You gotta
The thing of it is,
parade
like,
it around.
you think how smart George Carlin was, and you watch what he said in the 80s when he's like, the government doesn't want smart people. They just want people smart enough to do what they, just
What
be
they
the
don't want to
worker
do.
bees.
Yeah.
Right? Isn't that what he said?
Yeah, that's what it comes down to, right?
That's exactly what it is.
You're just the ants, man.
Yeah. Just do what we tell you, and it's going to be okay.
It's dangerous thinking for yourself. Don't do that.
Yeah. It's a scary proposition there, Daryl.
That's the one thing. Like when they were interviewing or questioning Tulsi for her confirmation hearing, they asked her about WikiLeaks.
Oh,
Like,
what did she say?
Do you think Assange is a traitor? She wouldn't answer it as him as a traitor. She's like, well, what he uncovered led to a bunch of things that we were unaware of.
Yeah.
I was like, I agree with that. Like the way he
should be.
leaked things was probably could have been done a better way, but damn.
It should be interesting to see what Trump's take on that is now, right?
Well, because like he allegedly he sent someone
To kill him.
to get him and said, I need to know your source. Give
Oh,
me your
really?
source and we'll make it all go away.
Well, he
And
said
then
he was a traitor.
that's when that's when the Biden team transitioned over, and yeah, she didn't happen. So I don't know what's going on there now.
Because now he's free. He's in Australia. He's completely free, right?
Yeah, he
Is
just
it
can't come
Australia?
back here, or he just can't be extradited. Something crazy. I don't remember what the hell.
Yeah,
It's too much shit to keep track of,
but the one that I think they should definitely pardon or should be looked at is Eric Snowden. What do you guys think of Eric Snowden?
Because he was the same thing. It's
He was
Edward Snowden.
Yeah, he was the one that said that they started soldering your batteries in your phone so they could always listen, and they made him out to be.
Apparently, he became a naturalized Russian citizen in 2022.
Snowden did.
That's what the Wikipedia says on him.
I didn't know he got out. That's crazy stuff. Where Sousa's got a power pack. While he was here, he never charged this thing ever.
Some of those will last forever. They'll charge a phone for fucking days and days.
Right? And this is coming from the guy who had to put sausages on this phone to cool it down.
Yeah.
Did you also know that one of his good years down in Arizona, he got on a gun buying kick, and he bought so many guns in such a short amount of time, they stopped him from buying guns. He called me up. Like, I'm really worried. I'm like, what's going on? He goes, dude, I can't buy a gun. I'm like, what? He goes, yeah, they won't let me buy a gun. I'm like, what do you mean they won't let you buy a gun? He's like, well, I've been kind of on a gun buying kick. And I'm like, how many guns are we talking, Jesus? He's like, I don't know, like 15 or so. And
So
how much?
He was treating it like, well, when you turn 21, and it's like, all right, we're going to start at this part of the liquor store and just start at the top and go
And keep
row by
going.
row,
Pretty
cooler
much.
by cooler. That's what he's going to do with guns.
I
Go
think
row by row, cooler by cooler.
I think he told me he bought him 15 guns in like a month, and they
Jesus.
put a stop.
Like every other day.
yeah,
Every
like
other day he's there.
he's like, yeah, give me that one and that one, and then that one too. And it was like
He's like, you guys got layaway? I'll put this on layaway.
Is this Kmart or no? It was like I think it was like a 90-day ban. He couldn't buy guns, ammunition, anything. It was wild. I was
That's
like,
the craziest shit ever. He's like, yeah, we're not doing that.
I was like, I think I would slow down on my gun buying. Jesus, you're probably on some sort of watch list somewhere. I'm positive you are.
You know he's on a watch list. They know exactly where he's going. He went down to Florida. They're like, he's got bananas on him. Stop him.
Don't let him get on the boat. Yeah, the bananas, they're bad.
He's got the banana.
That was so funny when he was eating the banana and the captain's like, "Why are you doing that?" He's like,
Whatever do you mean? He's like,
yeah. The dude was just like, I can't even believe. If you would have told me that, I probably would have told you not to do that. I was like, huh, all right. They take that shit serious.
dude, super serious.
Yeah.
Banana serious.
Banana serious. You guys, if you ever get a chance to ask Jesus about his banana serious, it's something special.
You know it's the truth.
You know it's the truth. If he says banana serious, you'll be like, oh, he's not playing around.
He's super serious.
Yeah. And then you'll look at him differently when he tells you why. I'm not going to put it on the podcast, but if we talk afterwards, I'll tell you exactly what it is. I don't want to ruin it for everybody in the whole world.
We'll wait.
I'm on pins
wait.
and needles.
Now we'll just get Jesus back on and be like, Jesus, you got to tell us.
I don't know if he'd admit it to the world. Matter of fact, I think if I told you guys,
we'll just tell him it's not recording yet.
Yeah. Just ignore that red dot up top.
It's always like that. Don't worry, it's always like this.
It's good. It's good.
It's
Don't
just
worry
because you're in here.
It's the Mexican censor.
They're tracking you, Jesus. They're coming.
You bought
Run.
too many guns. Run.
Well, all right, guys, that should wrap us for the side piece for the week. And if you like what we did, let us know. If you don't like what we did, let us know. As always, like, follow, and subscribe, and we'll see you next week.
See you guys.
Later.
With laughter and stories, it's our holiday. From old memories to new jokes, we're ready to deal. Life's a wacky game.